Hello students, our next question is on cost sheet. So illustration number 2, Mr. Pravik furnishes the following data relating to the manufacture of a standard product for the month of April 2001. So he has given the data for the month of April 2001. Raw material consumed 30,000, direct labor charges 18,018, machine hours worked 1800 hours, machine hour rate 5 rupees. So hours worked 1800, for each hour they are paying 5 rupees. So total will be 1800 into 5. Administration overheads 20% on works cost, that is nothing but on factory cost, not on factory overheads, it's on factory cost. Next, selling overheads 0.5 per unit. Selling overheads is 0.5 per unit. How many units you sold? On that, for each unit they are collecting 0.5 paisa. Units produced 34,200. Units sold 32,000. So 34,200 you produced, but you sold 32,000. So what about the remaining balance? That is 2,200. The 2,200 will be nothing but closing stock. So you sold units 32,000 units 4 rupees per unit. You are required to prepare a cost sheet from the above showing first cost per unit, B profit per unit sold and profit for the period. So we have to find first cost per unit, we have to find. Next thing is we have to find profit per unit, we have to find how many units you sold. For that we have to the profit per unit and total profit for the period we have to find. So now we will see one by one. So how to solve this problem? Yeah, 1 second. So now we will see the solution for this problem. So cost sheet for Pravik for the month ended 30th April 2001. For the month ended 30th April 2001. So just I am following the cost sheet, that's it, nothing more than that. Just I am following the format. So here raw material consumed 30,000. Raw material consumed 30,000. 1 second. Yeah. So we can see here raw material consumed is, see here in the question you can see raw material consumed 30,000. The same I am applying here 30,000. So here we are finding per unit. How I got per unit means very simple logic. So very simple logic. So total cost by number of units. Total cost by number of units. If I do, I'll get automatically per unit I will get. Nothing but here cost is 30,000. 30,000 by how many units we are producing? See here. Produced units are 34,200 units they produce. 30,000 by 34,200. So it will be 0.8772. The same way we have to do for all. So I am explaining for this only. Remaining you can do 30,000 by 34,200. 18,000 by 34,200. So you can do by like this. So next, direct labor. So we can see here direct labor charges 18,000. So see here direct labor 18,000. So 30 plus 18. So I think there is no direct expenses. See here. So direct material 30,000, direct labor. So there is no direct expenses. So that's why. So there is, I didn't write here, they didn't wrote direct expenses. So as we know that direct material, direct labor plus direct expenses. So if I add all these three, I'll get a prime cost. So 30 plus 18, it is 48,000. So now factory overheads, already I told in the question only 1800 hours. So each hour into 5 rupees. So it is 9,000. So very simple. How I got per unit? 9,000 by 34,200. You will get per unit. Very simple. So now 30 plus 8, 18, 48,000 prime cost. For 48,000, I am adding 5,000 factory overhead. So 48 plus 9, it is 57,000 works cost. Works cost is 57,000. For that, we have to add office overheads 20%. That is, he told in the question already. So I am explaining once again. See here. So administration overheads or office overheads or works overhead meaning is same. Administration overheads or office overheads or work overhead, the meaning of these three are same. Administration overheads 20% on works cost. Administration overheads 20% on works cost. Now 20% on works cost. So this is works cost. On this 20% we have to apply. So this will be 11,400 is the office overheads. 11,400. Now cost of production of goods sold. Cost of production of goods sold. So cost of production, or we can tell directly, instead of writing goods sold, directly we can write cost of production. So how much? 57,000 plus 11,400 is 68,400. So I think there is no opening stock in the question. See here, there is no opening stock after administration expenses. So directly he has given selling overheads. So there is no opening stock. So add opening stock is nil, so it will be 68,400 less closing stock of finished goods. How I got closing stock of finished goods means, so see in the question once, he has given clearly 34,200. 34,200 is produced. How many sold? 32,000 sold. So how much difference? It is 2,200 difference. So this will be closing stock units. So now 34,000 minus 32,000, it is 2,200 units. So into 2 rupees. How I got 2 rupees means, so till now the cost is 68,400 till here, till up to after adding opening stock of finished goods. Here anyhow it is nil. 68,400 plus nil, it is 68,400 divided by number of units is 32,400 is the number of units. Already I told in the question. So it will be 68,400 divided by 32,000. See here, 34,200. So 34,200, that is equal to 2 rupees. That will be 2 rupees. So 2200 into 2, it is 4,400. So here 68,400 minus this 4,400, so it is equal to 64,000. So add selling and distribution overheads. So selling and distribution is 0.5 per unit. So we should not apply the 34,200. Why? Because we sold only 32,000 units. So 32,000 units into 0.5, it is 16,000. It is 16,000. Anyhow, it is 0.5. We know already. So if we want 16,000 by 32,000, it will be 0.5 only. So 64,000 plus 16,000, it is 80,000. So 20,000 plus 0.5 is 2.5. So already we know sales 32,000 into 4, it is 1,28,000. So 1,28,000 by that already we know per unit 4 rupees. So 4 minus 2.5 is 1.5. 1,28,000 minus 80,000, it is 48,000. This is illustration number 2. Thank you.